So we're at the day 4 of the 4th week. We're really heading close to the end of the course now with our big major assignment. Assignment 3 with the research proposal. Hold on a second. I'm going to change color. Blue on blue is hard to see. Going to try maybe orange. So we have assignment 3. That's your research proposal. And then assignment 4 is going to be your research paper. And put together, these will be your major assignment for the course. And every course is going to have one of these, a big term paper, specifically a research paper. So in this course, we are teaching you how to do a research plan. And that's today's lecture, how to prepare for a research essay. In any course, if any topic. So whatever topic you've chosen for your research proposal, we want to make sure that you do the right preparations for your topic. So then you can write really, really good research papers for any course and any topic. Again, remember, better papers, better marks. So let's begin. Alright, going back to blue here for our pens. There are 3 reasons why we research, and these are the same reasons why you're writing these papers. Writing research papers. Well, we are training you as students to become researchers someday. Remember, we do research all the time, and some of you may go on to research in various fields. Maybe sciences, maybe business, anything. Now, these are 3 common reasons why we do research, and these are 3 reasons why you write your paper. So, the first one is to inquire, to ask questions. And these are general and broad questions. So my example for today is going to be about computers. I think most of you are men in this course, and you may be into computers. You may not. So this example may apply to you. So for example, there's a laptop called the MacBook Pro. And let's go for the expensive one, the 15-inch one. And one of its competitors is the Surface Book 2. Also, there is the 15-inch version. Well, if you were to ask about it, okay, well, you may think, oh, let's see. You may ask, oh, what are they? And maybe which one is better? And you may ask your friends, you may go to the Apple store or the Microsoft store, and you may look at them. You may ask around. And what superficial inquiries would look like is maybe you go to the website. Here, for example, I have the Apple website and the Microsoft website. And you might see, first thing you'd see, instead of all the details, you might see an ad like this. Ooh, on the Apple website, oh, these are advertisements. It tells you, oh, well, why buy this? Oh, you're getting more power, more performance, more pro.
Okay, sure, okay, thank you very much.
And this is an advertisement. And then you go down and they give you certain details they want you to see. So, which is why these are sort of, surface information. So you go down, oh, look at that. 2 models. Ooh. Look at some interesting details. Ooh, how powerful it is. And you go to Microsoft and you might do the same thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got a touch screen. Oh. You can do lots of things with it. It comes with a pen. Oh, and then maybe some details. And you look into that and you look at each one sort of on the surface and investigate. Maybe you want to find out which one is better and you want to buy one or both. Who knows? But there are others, and maybe you move on to the next step and you want to know more. You want to collect and analyze facts about, let's say in our example, the computers, to really know the products and really know about laptops, for example, in order to develop your opinion. So if you, as a consumer, you may want to know what's the best to buy, what's the best value. So instead of, oh, everybody has one and I want to buy one because it's popular, you may want to choose the best one based on things like performance, based on things like the size and maybe the form, how easy to use it is. So certain factors you may consider. So again, you can translate this into your research topic, right? Your research topic, maybe if we talk about, again, a bunch of you chose marijuana, you may consider the factors to help you decide whether, it should have been legalized, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. And you need more knowledge to do this, to collect and analyze the facts. So what that might look like with the computer example is, instead of going to the company website where, they want you to see what they want you to see, you go to an independent website and they do careful research, more careful than what we can do. So here, for example, this website compares the model that's happening right now, but they compare it with the past. So they have sort of detailed comparisons, and they really, really look at everything. So you can take a picture of like all the parts of the computer, and they compare the laptop with other laptops. They look at how it works, what the display looks like, and this is very detailed research, and you would use these to build your facts. And you can see the same thing with the other product. So then you have more things to compare with, and this is from an independent source. So in your assignment 3, when you do a research proposal, this is why we want you to look at academic journals. Want you to look for and find academic journals, because we want facts. Facts from research. Remember, this is a research essay, so we're looking for research findings to support your opinion. So remember, you don't want opinion to support more opinions. That's not what we want. We want research and facts to support opinion. And finally, once you have collected enough facts from research, then you can organize those facts to persuade other people or to support a particular opinion or point. So that's your opinion. And this would be building up to your assignment 4, your research paper. So we are building up a process for you, and you are taking part in this process to ask about the topic, which is what you've done in week 3. And you're gathering advanced knowledge now. This is week 4. And then as you build your argument, this is the rest of the course, weeks 5 and 6. So here are some steps to help you based on the 3 reasons why you research. So first you define your research question. So remember we were looking for why questions. You start with what questions, and those are general questions. General knowledge. And then as you read research articles and get more specific knowledge, you would start to ask your research question. So again, in assignment 3, at the last part 5, before we ask you to explain why you're researching this, we're asking you to write down 3 possible research questions that you can ask. Okay, and this lecture will help you build a research plan. I'm going to show you that in a minute, which includes a working thesis. So that's your answer to those questions. To the research question. So this is a working thesis. What this means is your answer is like your first time answering the question with the facts that you have. As you collect more sources, this is step 3, you get more facts. So with more facts, the better your answer will be. And that means sometimes your answer would change, which is why it's a working thesis. So you collect the facts from the research articles, and then you develop your thesis. So these 4 steps are what we are expecting in your week 4, your assignment 3. As you work on this assignment, you'll be developing your thesis statement based on your research by asking research questions and answering them. And the information that you get are from your academic sources. Again, you can keep going even after the proposal. So this is week 5. You can collect more sources, maybe to develop your argument. So those are your body paragraphs. Okay, and with enough information, you develop an outline for your essay. Now remember, your opinion essay has your opinions and reasons why. In your research essay, you're going to have also reasons, but then they're all backed up by individual research, supported by sources. Now remember, in assignment 2, your opinion essay, you're only working with one source. In assignment 3 to 4, your research paper, you're working with at least 3 sources. That's like 1 per reason, but you'll probably end up with 6, 2 for each reason, plus some for counter arguments as well. Which is why we're giving you as much time as we can in 6 weeks. So you have 3 weeks to do this. In this intense course, yeah, you're going to need every day to spend researching for your paper. Then you write based on your outline. And then once you've written your first draft, you would revise and edit and edit and edit. So you work on multiple drafts. To keep developing your argument, work on making your essay clear, and then finally, do your grammar and sentence structure as well. Now, what do these steps look like on paper, on your term paper? Well, it would look like this. Now, this section is the outline of your argumentative essay. And I'm going to show you a sample argumentative essay. And it will contain all these parts. You have the introduction, that's one. You'll have the overview of issues, along with facts and definitions, terms and definitions. Okay, and then you would explain your opposing views. And then the arrow actually goes this way. So number 4, you would argue your view. So here are your body paragraphs that you're used to. And then you'd make your conclusion. So you've done that before. And then the last thing is your references page. This time, you're looking at 3 or more sources in alphabetical order. And hanging indent and double space. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to close these examples now and open the sample research paper. So just a quick scan. There you go. You got the cover page, first page, and then your essay right here, starting with the title and your paragraphs, introduction, 3 pages, and then you get into the argument. It's quite long and it's a careful research, so you're going to have lots to write about if you collect enough evidence. And then at the end, you have references. So see here, in your research proposal, I asked you to collect at least 3. You probably want to use around 6. Here they got 6 sources that they're using throughout the paper. So let's go through each page in a bit more detail. This page you've seen, so this is your cover page. You should know how to do this by now. So this title here is your research paper, research argumentative research paper. Title. So you don't have to tell me it's an argumentative research paper. Just tell me what the paper is about. So just focus on writing the title. And everything else is the same. Your name. And then the school. Don't forget the running head and the page number. And then here, you start your essay with the title. And now, you have your introduction here. You have your thesis statement here, and we're going to have a specific lecture on teaching you how to write good thesis statements. So your thesis is right here, and there are the 3 reasons why. 1, it's not any more nutritious. 2, it's not any more appetizing. And 3, it's not any more safe. Organic food versus conventional food. So the second part is going to be your general facts about the issue. So this is your second paragraph. So you start to see some citations here already, and all of these are going to match the references. Again, anything that is not your idea or your information, you cite all of them. So the only place you don't cite is your thesis statement. That's your opinion. But everything else you support with evidence. So after introducing the facts, when you read the sample paper, you can see what each part is doing in a bit more detail. This section is the opposing viewpoint or argument. So before your body paragraphs, before you give your argument, you want to acknowledge or recognize and deal with the opposing view. So in this case, this paragraph right here addresses the issue, well, a lot of people are buying organic food because they think it's safer, they think it's healthier and tastier, and they look into what supports that counter argument. Well, this is the particular structure that's used in this argumentative essay. You're welcome to use this structure. It's probably simpler for you if you just focus all your counter arguments in one part right after the facts. That's fine. Do it before your body paragraph. So this one afterwards is your part 4, and this is your first reason right here. Is it any healthier? Nutrition. So it's your first supporting point. Now, you would want to review the developing or building your arguments in the body paragraphs and follow that principle and structure. You may have more to say because each piece of evidence that you cite is going to be evidence that you use to support your claim. In this case, this writer is trying to support the claim that organic food is not any healthier than regular food. So you can see, yeah, it's a pretty long paragraph, but if you read the side points here, they'll explain why. So the claim, oh yeah, it's hard to tell whether one type of food has more benefits than the other. They found different authors that say the same thing, and they summarize that, oh, the research shows very little difference between the two types of food. And you go on with each reason. So one of the ways you can do this is to use headings. So this is the heading for the first supporting point, and then here is the second supporting point. Right here, like this. Again, similar structure. So this is still point 2 in your paragraph right here. And then this one much longer is 0.3. Two reasons. One, it's the most important point about the safety. Is it safe to eat? Important point in your essay or reason. And two, well, you probably want to make your argument as strong as possible, so you want to put it last. And you want to have it as the most developed one, which you can see in this essay, because instead of one long paragraph, you have one paragraph, two paragraphs, with different claims in each one. And then 3 paragraphs. This is almost like a mini essay in the essay. And this is still on 0.3 about the safety. So again, if you find yourself using only one big paragraph for each supporting point, that's fine. Now remember, the key here is one paragraph equals one claim or one big idea. Again, review your paragraph structure to make sure you're building your paragraphs clearly and concisely. And then last is your conclusion in the essay. So again, use the strategies. Review the conclusion lecture. So different strategies there. Things like rephrasing your thesis statement, summarizing your supporting points, suggest things for future research, make predictions, call to action, and so on. And then the last part, your reference. Remember, this time it's references. Here you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources. And these are written in alphabetical order from A to Z. And you have hanging indent for each source. You can use Microsoft Word's feature to do that. So here you would review. So APA formatting lecture for this one. And this is part 6. So when you write your argumentative essay, you want to make sure you have these 6 things. And everything in blue right here, this is your essay. And you'd have in-text citation here. Citations. And in this light green section, teal, I guess, here you have your references section. So those are your sources. Again, we're expecting 3 more. That will probably end up being 6 to 8. So you build this outline for your essay. So in terms of your timeline, we'll ignore these dates, and I'll give you new dates for this course. So, first thing first, your research proposal. That's due next Monday. And that's August 13th. Okay, before midnight. Your thesis statement and formal outline, you should have this probably before Friday. The 17th. And there's a quiz as well, but again, the sooner you build your thesis statement and outline, the sooner you can write this draft. You probably want to spend the weekend writing. Write your first draft. Make your outline as detailed as you can. That way you'll have the easier time writing your first draft. And you keep working. Edit your draft, practice for your presentation before Friday, August 24th, where you would submit this on Canvas. So this is on Canvas, and this is on Canvas as well. And then the presentation on the paper, that's the same date as the final. So either it would be on August 24th or in September, but some of you are still in China. Either way, you want to practice for your presentation as well. So I'll say these dates once more. Research proposal, that's your assignment free. Do this before next Monday. Start collecting sources, work on your proposal now. It's already Wednesday. But by the time I'm doing this, you hear this, it's Thursday. So, after that, make your thesis statement and formal outline. Spend a few days on that, collect more sources before Friday. You don't need to hand this in, but your first draft, you would write before August 20th. You can post it on Canvas, you can email me, I can take a look at it, give you some general guidance and feedback before you hand in your final draft on August 24th. It's 2 Fridays from now. And finally, you would present your paper during the final exam, either in the 24th, the same date that the paper is due, on Canvas, or sometime in September. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. For your homework, I showed you what the sample essay looks like and all the parts involved. So take a read over it for yourself. You can read along the video and see all the different parts. So look for the different parts of the outline. Try to find the sources. Try to find the main points. And try to find the techniques that they use to build the argument. And to help you practice those skills, well, along with this week's lecture, you can read the course pack, page 122 to 125, to review how to write a thesis statement, and this one, page 128 to 132, how to avoid plagiarism. So this one is about citing and paraphrasing properly, which we call that academic honesty. Well, to avoid plagiarism. If you plagiarize, that's academic dishonesty. So also for your homework, try to find 2 more sources from academic sources. You can use the UBC library to do that. And I'll change this a little bit. Do your research proposal first. After you finish your research proposal, again, that's due on Monday, August 13th, before midnight. Don't forget, there's a quiz too. Grammar quiz on Friday, August the 10th. Don't forget that. After you've done your research proposal, then do an outline with your thesis statement. Okay, so that's it for this lecture today. If you have any questions, you can post them on Canvas in week 4 discussion or email me directly. Most of you have submitted your topics already, so use that topic, read those articles to complete your research proposal, which you'll use for your outline and thesis statement. All right, see you next time.